What's up everybody, Jared here with carbuzz.com, and today I'm bringing you a full walk around of the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV from the 2022 Chicago Auto Show. This is the first time that I've had a chance to see the all-electric Silverado for the first time in person, and there is a lot to talk about here, so let's get into it. So unlike the Ford F-150 Lightning, which is more or less based on the F-150 as we know it, the gas-powered one, the Silverado EV looks much different than the Silverado we all know and love today, starting with the front fascia, which has a little bit of inspiration, I would say, from the Chevy Bolt, but I think this looks way cooler. I love this light bar. You can see it does this cool animation, so it's going to do this when you walk up to it with the key. We also have this awesome light up Chevy bow tie that looks fantastic. The one I'm showing you is the RST trim, meaning that it is the most sporty looking model, finished in this awesome blue. I really love how this truck looks on the front end. Very futuristic, not quite as futuristic as a certain Cybertruck, but unlike that truck, this actually has a production date within our lifetime that we'll actually see. I'm really liking these black painted fenders. I believe other versions of the truck will have plastic here, but the RST is sort of a street focused truck. Looks very premium to not have plastic here. And then below it, we've got these 24-inch wheels. These are the largest that we've ever seen on a production vehicle. Massive. They look really, really big in person. I'm not quite sure that I would want those on my pickup truck because they look perfect for curbing, but you know, they will have some smaller wheels available besides these 24s. Here on the side, we've got our new Silverado badge special for the EV. You can see that the E is this kind of blue thing right here, these blue bars that I think are supposed to be like a battery. That's to let you know that this is the electric Silverado, not a regular one. And we do have a running board as well. Sorry for the noise. I believe they're doing a Jeep thing over there while we are doing this walk around. So now we're getting back to one of the coolest features that I'm so happy has made a return for the Silverado EV. Obviously, we have Chevrolet's multi-flex tailgate. So this will do the thing where you can put this up. This will also drop down as well. So you have a little bit closer access to the bed. You know, it folds in a bunch of different ways, but that is not the new function. The new function is right here in the middle. This is the Midgate. So as you can see, this section is closed. That's what it's going to look like most of the time, but you can now fold into the back seat like you could in the old Chevrolet Avalanche, which they haven't produced in a lot of years. So it's really cool to see this function come back, and we'll get a better look at that when we move over to the back seat. And then this glass piece also folds away as well, so you can really open it up into the cabin if you want. Unfortunately, Chevy just has it positioned in this way right now, and I am not allowed to lay my hands on this because this is a very expensive prototype vehicle. Here in the back, we've got some charging ports as well. This is an electric vehicle, so you can use the juice from the battery to power other devices if you're on a job site or at maybe a football tailgate, meaning that this is a pretty useful truck. We've got our little step gates here on the side as well. Now, here's the charging port. The range is going to vary depending on which battery size you get, but the maximum is going to be about a 400-mile range. So that is fantastic. It's more than what we see out of the current F-150 Lightning, but again, this is a 2024 model year, so maybe the Ford F-150 Lightning will have room to improve its range, but as of right now, this will be the range king. As I mentioned before, the Tesla Cybertruck has probably a range higher than that, but we don't know when that will enter production. So here's a better look at the Midgate from the rear seat. So what you're going to be able to do is fold the bottom of the seat cushions forward. From there, you're able to fold down the actual seats. So if you don't actually want the Midgate shut, this part comes up, so you would have sort of like a flat plastic load floor, and then here is the actual Midgate itself with the hull, and then this, I don't know if it folds, I think it folds upwards like onto the roof, this glass part, but you can open that up as well. We also have the other door open here so we can check out the front seat of the Silverado EV. This being the RST is like a super nice trim. We have upgraded stereo. It's Bose on this one. That's what GM likes to use a lot. I love these seats. They're black and white with a little bit of red stitching. And then I believe I can get the seat belt without touching it. It's got like this blue stripe on it, which is kind of cool. Kind of clashes with the red a little bit, but you know, maybe you can get a more neutral color as well. We've got this sporty RS steering wheel as well with red stitching. It's a lot different than the steering wheel that you'll get on a regular Silverado, that's for sure. And this little ring, you don't see the light because the system's not activated right now, but this will come with GM's Supercruise technology, meaning you'll be able to drive on select highways without putting your hands on the steering wheel. That's really cool. That's something that Tesla Autopilot and full self-driving currently will not let you do. We also have the little camera that is for the Supercruise system that keeps an eye on you to make sure that you are paying attention to the road. And as you can see here, we have our normal column shifter that GM typically does on its full-size trucks, although this is a digital one, so you just push P for park. This is not one of those big mechanical lever ones. This is all digital because, of course, there's no transmission on an electric car. We've also got a fully digital instrument cluster right here with some very different graphics than you'll find on a regular Silverado. We also have a very different dashboard as well. This is a really massive touchscreen that you cannot get on the standard Silverado. It looks fantastic in person, but don't worry, they still have physical controls down here for the climate control, which is great. We've got our cup holders down here, and we do have more storage in there, although like I said, I'm not allowed to touch it. And then up here, we've got this really nice looking suede headliner with a big glass roof. Again, this is a very premium looking Chevrolet Silverado. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is up front, just like the Ford F-150 Lightning, because there is no engine under the hood of the Silverado EV, you're going to get more storage space. Storage space is obviously important in a pickup truck, and let's just say there's something small that you don't want to put in the bed. We do have the full frunk here in the front area. We've got, it looks like we've got an outlet in there. We've got some lighting as well. So you can always just throw stuff in here. I'm sure Chevy will offer nets and cargo hooks and accessories and things like that to make this more usable with your use case. It looks really cool. Like you open up the hood and then there's no engine under there. It's a very, very unique truck. I can't wait to see these out on the road. It'll be a while before we can bring you a full test drive review of the Silverado, but I really hope you've enjoyed this first look from the 2022 Chicago Auto Show. For more videos from the Chicago Auto Show, be sure to subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted of our latest videos. And if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you left us a like. If you want to read a lot more about the Chevy Silverado EV, be sure to check out carbuzz.com. I'll see you next time.